The sea, beautiful, vast and untamed. For centuries it has drawn adventurers and dreamers, but it has also swallowed ships whole and left sailors stranded in its merciless expanse. Today, we bring you 10 of the most dangerous sea survival stories in history. Tales of endurance, desperation, and the triumph of the human spirit in the face of impossible odds. Let's embark on this journey into the heart of survival. In July 1945, the USS Indianapolis completed a secret mission to deliver atomic bomb components, but its journey ended in catastrophe. A Japanese submarine torpedoed the ship, sending it to the ocean floor. Of the 1,195 crew members, about 900 made it into the water, only to face a new nightmare. For 4 days these men floated in shark-infested waters. The predators struck relentlessly, dragging men under as the survivors watched in horror. Thirst drove them to drink seawater, leading to hallucinations and death. Exposure to the blazing sun and freezing nights drained their strength. After days of unimaginable suffering, only 316 men were rescued. The survivors' tales of bravery and horror remain etched in history as one of the deadliest naval disasters of World War II. In 1820, the whaling ship Essex met its doom in the heart of the Pacific Ocean. A massive sperm whale rammed the ship, splitting it apart. As the Essex sank, 20 men clung to lifeboats, surrounded by nothing but endless water. The challenges came fast: starvation, thirst, and relentless sun. Days turned to weeks, and desperation consumed them. As their food supplies dwindled, they faced an unthinkable choice: drawing lots to decide who would die to feed the others. For 90 excruciating days, they battled hunger and madness. By the time rescuers found them, only 8 men remained, shattered and haunted by their ordeal. The story of the Essex became the inspiration for Herman Melville's Moby Dick, a chilling reminder of nature's power and man's fragility. The wreck of the French frigate Medusa in 1816 left over 100 survivors clinging to a makeshift raft. What followed was one of history's most gruesome survival stories. Starvation set in quickly, and desperation turned the survivors against each other. Violence erupted, and the survivors resorted to cannibalism. After 13 harrowing days, only 15 were rescued, emaciated and traumatized. The raft of the Medusa became a symbol of tragedy and survival, immortalized in the iconic painting of the same name. When a German U-boat sank his ship during World War II, Poon found himself alone on a wooden raft in the Atlantic Ocean. With no land in sight and limited supplies, he faced 133 days of solitude and survival. Sunburns scorched his skin and hunger gnawed at his stomach. Poon caught fish using a nail and wire, drank rainwater collected in makeshift containers, and even fended off sharks with a wooden paddle. Rescued by fishermen, Poon's incredible survival remains one of the longest on record. His ingenuity and determination became a symbol of resilience. Stephen Callahan's solo Atlantic voyage turned into a nightmare when his sailboat sank in the dead of night. Alone in a life raft, he drifted for 76 days, battling the relentless ocean. Sharks circled his raft as he fought hunger and dehydration. Using a solar still, he converted seawater into drinking water. With a spear, he caught fish and fought off predators. Callahan's survival is a testament to human ingenuity and willpower. His book, Adrift, chronicles his ordeal and serves as a guide for sailors worldwide. In 1989, the trimaran Rose Noelle capsized in a sudden storm while sailing from New Zealand to Tonga. 4 sailors, including John Glennie and Phil Bailey, found themselves trapped on the overturned vessel in the vast Pacific Ocean. With no way to right the boat, they were stranded on the upturned hull, battling harsh weather, dwindling supplies, and the constant fear of never being found. They collected rainwater and rationed their food meticulously. To stay alive, they caught fish, and even grew bean sprouts to stave off malnutrition. The tight quarters and relentless uncertainty tested their unity and mental strength. Remarkably, after 119 days adrift, they washed ashore on Great Barrier Island. The ordeal became a testament to resourcefulness and teamwork, showing how hope and determination can keep the spirit alive in even the most dire circumstances. In 1983, Tami Oldham Ashcraft and her fiancé, Richard Sharp, were delivering a yacht from Tahiti to San Diego when they sailed straight into the path of Hurricane Raymond. The Category 4 storm unleashed its fury, capsizing their vessel and leaving Tami unconscious for hours. When she woke, Richard was gone, lost to the storm. The yacht was severely damaged, its mast snapped, and Tami found herself alone in the middle of the Pacific. Battling grief and isolation, she improvised sails using a spinnaker pole and rationed her food and water. Navigation became a game of instinct and determination as she used a sextant to chart her path. After 41 harrowing days, she spotted Hilo Harbor in Hawaii and steered herself to safety. Her incredible story of survival and resilience inspired the film Adrift and remains a powerful testament to the strength of the human will. In 1629, the Dutch East India Company ship Batavia ran aground on a coral reef off the coast of Australia. While the survivors initially thought they had escaped the worst, their true nightmare was just beginning. After the shipwreck, the passengers and crew were stranded on small islands with limited resources. Jeronimus Cornelis, a merchant officer, staged a mutiny, murdering those who opposed him and creating a reign of terror among the survivors. Starvation, violence, and fear plagued the castaways. Eventually, a group of loyalists managed to escape and alert the authorities. A rescue party arrived, quelling the mutiny and bringing the perpetrators to justice. The Batavia remains one of the darkest survival stories in maritime history, blending elements of human depravity with the struggle for survival. In 1972, Dougal Robertson, his wife, and their 4 children set out on a voyage around the world. But their adventure took a terrifying turn when their yacht was attacked and sunk by a pod of killer whales in the Pacific Ocean. Stranded in a small lifeboat, they faced scorching sun, relentless storms, and dwindling supplies. They survived on rainwater, fish, and even turtles, using every ounce of ingenuity to stay alive. They fashioned fishing gear, and even crafted a makeshift sail to steer their boat. After 38 grueling days, they were rescued by a Japanese fishing boat. Dougal Robertson later documented their ordeal in his book Survive the Savage Sea, a remarkable tale of family unity and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. The sea is a realm of endless mysteries where beauty and danger coexist. These stories remind us of humanity's unyielding will to survive, even in the harshest, most desperate circumstances. Which of these survival stories inspired you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more incredible tales of survival and the unknown. Until next time, stay safe and never stop exploring.